Welcome back to another explainer. Today, we're putting a laser focus on mastering a feature that is, well, honestly a bit overlooked, but it's absolutely crucial. It's going to completely change how you interact with AI. We're talking about conversation management in Claude. If you're ready to stop wasting time and actually start building an intelligent, persistent workflow, you're in the right place. Let's get into it.
So, let me ask you this. Are you endlessly scrolling through, 47 different chats that are all hopelessly named new conversation? Look, we've all been there. It's universally frustrating. You end up wasting 3 minutes just hunting around to find that one specific thread you actually need. Well, today, I'm going to show you a much faster way out of this chaos. And honestly, the best part, it takes literally about 30 seconds to fix.
The difference between a totally cluttered mess and a perfectly clean workspace really just comes down to some basic hygiene. If you're on the free tier, conversation management basically means just renaming your chats with clear descriptive titles. Think Q1 report draft or Python debugging. And then aggressively hitting that trash icon for the stuff you just don't need anymore. It's a small thing, but it instantly transforms your workflow. Now, if you upgrade to a paid plan, so Pro, Max, Team, or Enterprise, this whole concept expands into a really powerful set of organizational tools.
Okay, let's dive into this with a real-world scenario. Imagine a consulting team, right? They're running a 3-month feedback analysis for a client. Let's call them Acme Corp. Now, instead of everyone working in these disconnected little silos, they use projects. It's a 4-step process. Step 1, you create a self-contained project workspace. Step 2, you upload all your survey PDFs and interview transcripts right into the project's knowledge base. Step 3, you invite your team and set up specific permissions, like who can edit versus who can use. And finally, step 4, you just query that shared context. From that point on, anybody on the team can log in, ask something like, hey, summarize the top 3 complaints, and Claude pulls exactly from that shared source material. It's brilliant because it completely eliminates that totally tedious daily ritual where you're re-uploading documents and re-explaining the brief every single time you open a new window. Now, behind the scenes, there's actually this massive shift happening in how the AI understands you, and it all revolves around the number 24. Claude actually has a memory synthesis tool. It just runs quietly in the background, and it automatically updates your preference profile roughly every 24 hours. What does that mean for you? Well, it means if you set a specific formatting rule or a tone preference just once, every single future session is going to pick it up automatically. So no more repeating yourself, and definitely no more copy-pasting your standard instructions from some random sticky note on your desktop. So let's look at how all of these features actually combined into a really powerful daily toolkit. First, you're going to use a project whenever you have a recurring body of work or some shared team context. Then you lean on memory for those automated formatting preferences we just talked about. Next up is chat search. You use this when you need to pull out specific details from past conversations. You literally just type a plain language request, just like you're talking to a regular human, and it finds the exact detail. It even returns the content with a direct citation link right back to the original session. And finally, there's Incognito mode. You'll spot this by a little ghost icon in your interface. What this does is it entirely excludes the chat from both your history and your memory profile. It's absolutely essential for sensitive stuff, or even just purely exploratory work that you really don't want influencing your future AI outputs. The really crucial takeaway here, the big paradigm shift, is that masterful conversation management turns Claude from a simple session-bound tool into a persistent workspace. Look, the free tier gives you the essential navigation basics to keep your sidebar nice and clean. But the paid plans? They add the advanced tools that make multi-session and multi-person teamwork incredibly practical. You completely stop having these isolated one-off chats, and instead, you start building this continuous environment that actually gets smarter about your work over time. If you want to dive deeper, you can discover the full chapter on this topic, which includes 3 fully worked advanced examples and some really common organizational pitfalls, like, what exactly gets permanently deleted when you disable your memory at the organizational level, by checking out the Claude Master ebook. You can find the whole shebang over at claudemaster.net. Seriously, go optimize your workspace today, because think about it. If Claude is updating its memory every 24 hours to learn how you work, what exactly is it learning about your workflow right now? It's time to stop endlessly scrolling, take control of your sidebar, and I will catch you in the next explainer.